Hola amigo, hola amiga de Rock FM. Bueno, tenemos nada más y nada menos que una banda legendaria, más de 5 décadas encima de los escenarios. Hoy nos acompaña en Rock FM Motel Scorpions de nuevo. Welcome back, Scorpions. Klaus Meine, Matthias Jabs, Rudolf Schenker. Welcome to Rock FM.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
La verdad es que es un placer teneros aquí, más cuando está a punto de salir ese nuevo disco llamado Rock Believer, y tenemos ya un adelanto, se llama Pacemaker. ¿Qué va a venir después de ese primer single de adelanto en Rock Believer en el próximo 19 de febrero de 2022?
Well, Pacemaker is like an appetizer for our new album, and well, what will you find on the new record? It's an album with lots of attitude, many up-tempo songs, many great riff songs. You know, it's a great rocker dedicated to all the rock believers out there in España.
Hace poco, Klaus, ahora que hablas tú, declaraste que la banda estaba más fuerte que nunca. Rudolf, Matthias, ¿cuál es el secreto para esa eterna juventud después de 5 décadas encima de los escenarios?
Well, I guess we're lucky, you know, and maybe playing so many concerts around the world in so many years. When I just think about the last 10 years, this will be enough for a lifetime, you know, because we've been on the road constantly. And I guess even we're growing older, but it keeps us young at heart, you know, and this is even more when you listen to the new album, you know, you can feel the young spirit is alive.
En el próximo mes de junio visitaréis España en una única fecha, en Cartagena, en el Rock Imperium, junto a bandas como Whitesnake, como Doropets, como Europe. ¿Qué sentís cada vez que tocáis en nuestro país, aquí en España? Y me imagino que, aparte de repasar los nuevos temas, caerán algunos de vuestros grandes himnos, ¿no?
We're working on a new show. We're working on the new program. That means a new set list. We want to make some, we want to kick ass with the old stuff and, of course, with the new stuff. And we already have things in mind. In the January and February, we will work hard, and in March to get the show together. Yeah, and then we are on stage in Las Vegas for 9 shows, and then we're coming over to Europe, and we are looking very much forward to play also in Spain.
¿Seguís componiendo como hace décadas, como hace 5 décadas, hace 4 décadas en los 80? ¿Quién lleva el peso compositivo? Primero Rudolf, después Klaus y después la banda con Matthias y con los demás. ¿Quién lleva ese peso compositivo dentro de Scorpions hoy en día?
We started totally different this time. Actually, the songwriting process started around 2019, and actually I started writing lyrics. You know, normally Rudolf would come up with some ideas, some demos, or Matthias, and listen to the music, and I picked the songs and started writing lyrics on the music. And this time it started completely the other way around, you know, because I just started writing lyrics, sent him to Rudolf, and he came back with some great riffs and some great songs. You know, it was exciting to do it the other way around. So this time he was inspired by reading the words, you know, and of course, when you have a song like Knock 'Em Dead, you know, this won't be a ballad, you know, it's got to be a rock song.
¿Cómo ha sido la sensación de volver a grabar juntos, todos juntos, en una habitación, como lo hacíais en los años 80 para este nuevo disco titulado Rock Believer?
We recorded the basic tracks in one room with Mickey and Pavel, and it gives you a better feeling for the music, for the arrangements, and that's how we recorded in the late 70s, early 80s as well. And it's the best way for a band to actually play the songs together and find out or get the right feel for it. Find out, you know, the parts, if they really fit well, if you like to play them, and you know, you work on all the details. And we took our time. We spent a couple of months in the studio this time.
Hace 5 años, hace un lustro, se incorporaba a la banda el batería Mickey D. ¿Cómo ha sido estos años compartiendo banda y incluyendo a Mickey D a la batería de Scorpions, formando parte en estos últimos 5 años? Será su primer disco, este nuevo que sale ya.
It was a great experience. Mickey is a fantastic drummer, and the chemistry with him and the band was great from day one when he joined us in 2016 on tour. And this was the first album, as you noted. And he's great in the studio as well. You know, very musical, very powerful, lots of energy. And it was great fun.
Rudolf, ¿es diferente sonido al de James Cota que el de Mickey D?
Of course, every musician has his own style. And I mean, James was great and is still a great drummer, no question about this. But we had a little problem. He had a problem, and we tried to help him through the problem. In this case, we noticed that he needs more time than we could give him because we were on tour. So in this case, Matthias had the idea to call Mickey D because he was available because of Lemmy's dad. Yes, and it was a great thing to see light in the distance, because we were a little bit depressed because we was helping James so much, but he couldn't really, he couldn't deliver the spirit we gave him, and so we rehearsed with Mickey D, and we noticed immediately there's a new kind of kick-ass. Everybody has his own style, and Mickey D is really a very, especially for me as a rhythm guitar player, he's a very forcing person. That means when I play my riffs, he knows how to make them more wild and more powerful, and that's very good. That's a thing like 1-1-3. It's a synergy effect, which even is added by Pavel, because they're really a great rhythm team, Pavel and Mickey D, and me as a rhythm guitar player. We can build a great basic for Matthias and Klaus.
¿Seguís manteniendo contacto con grandes músicos que han pasado por la banda de Scorpions en todas estas décadas?
Of course. I mean, you know, we were family, and some of them, they left because they want to do something else, and some because, like James, because of health problem. So in this case, we always somehow more or less in connections. James was last time we played in the United States. In Los Angeles, he was there when we played with Mickey D. So he came backstage to me and said hello. So in this case, we are, most of them good friends.
No con todos, ¿no, Rudolf?
No.
Some of them.
You know, some it's natural. You know, if you notice, there is one chemistry not really working, and then you try to say, okay, look, we not really can work together. But mostly it was not from our side. Mostly the people who left there had their own ideas. You know, after a while, people think they have good ideas and to want to make them happen by themselves, and then we had to go for somebody new. And with Mickey, it was a great choice, and we are very happy with him.
El título del próximo disco, Rock Believer, es una declaración de intenciones totalmente de Scorpions que nos habéis dejado encima de la mesa. ¿Qué pensáis de aquella gente que dice que el rock ha muerto, de que bueno, ya no hay sitio para un estilo como el rock, y que han dejado de creer en el rock?
Yeah, well, that's the point, you know, because we heard that so many times rock music is dead. Classic rock is dead, you know. When punk was there, when alternative music came around, hip hop, grunge, and all this new stuff. There's always a new generation, right? But we saw that with every young generation, also classic rock is always coming back in a strong way. And that's fans we see in front of the stage when we're on tour, no matter where we go. And that's why we see that rock is well and alive, even in 2021, 22. And so this album and this song is dedicated to all the rock believers out there.
Me imagino que después de vuestras despedidas fallidas, los Scorpions ya nunca se van a retirar, ¿no?
Well, not so many farewell tours.
Just
It was
one,
only one. It was one farewell
A
tour.
very long one.
And we
Very long.
noticed, one moment, and we noticed that we have so many new fans, and also that we had to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the being alive, the Scorpions, because 65, I was opening up this band, and I found a book of my mother making the financial things, and there was the sign on it 65, and I told it to the band and the manager immediately said, hey guys, we have to celebrate this. I will ask the promoters around the world, because you guys are only one of the 4 bands who are over 50 years together. The Rolling Stones, the Beach Boys, and the Who. So in this case, we were convinced. We said yes, and especially that we really noticed when we did a farewell tour that maybe it was too early. Yeah.
Después de esta pandemia y del retraso en vuestro disco, me imagino que en alguna composición nueva habréis trabajado. Este Rock Believer es el 19º álbum de estudio vuestro. ¿Habrá un 20º? ¿Hay nuevas composiciones?
Another one.
You never know, you know. Right
That's
now,
one more,
we
please.
enjoy number 19, you know. It's a good number. It sounds good to me, you know. Let's see. You never know what's waiting for you around the corner, you know. You never know. But, I mean, it's, when you think about it, when we had the discussion about we make a new album or we don't make a new album, you know, so it's quite a challenge you put on yourself. First of all, you want to see, can we make a new album after all these years, you know? I mean, and especially make a great album, you know? And when we made the decision, and then with the worldwide pandemic hitting the world so hard, and so we gained some extra time here in the studio. We could use all the lockdown times in a very positive way, and we had something to go for, and now we can't wait to share this new album with the world, you know?
Por último, quería preguntaros, ya que estáis aquí los tres, por una composición preferida de Scorpions y fuera de Scorpions dentro de los demás grupos del rock. Si me podéis dejar una canción cada uno, tanto de vuestra banda como de fuera de vuestra banda. It's complicated.
I mean, Child in Time of Deep Purple is definitely one of them. I mean, when we grew up, you know, we were just starting being in a band. This was even before I joined the Scorpions, you know, and when Deep Purple and Rock came out, it was like, this was such a milestone with all those up-tempo songs and screaming songs. But when you listen to Child in Time and you heard like the vocal performance of Ian Gillan, that was like, I was blown away, you know. And so, yeah, I'm proud that in so many years later, we shared the stage with Deep Purple. We toured in America for a long time, you know, and spent really a long time together, touring together, you know. But this was one of the songs that was really inspiring. And so were many others from The Who or from Led Zeppelin as well, you know. So, well, that's for me.
And Matthias?
Yeah, you know, I like all the songs Klaus mentioned, but for me, it is All Along the Watchtower by Jimi Hendrix, because it made me play guitar. Therefore, it changed my entire life.
Cool. And Rudolf?
Whole Lotta Love and Stairways to Heaven.
Cool. Ya para terminar.
What was the other part of the question? What was the other part of the question?
One favorite song of the band, of the Scorpions.
Okay. Well, I guess it's got to be Wind of Change, at least for me. Yeah.
For me, it's three ones. It's we have a line called love, peace, and rock and roll. Love stands for Still Loving You, peace for wind of change, and rock and roll for rock you like a hurricane. For 50 years of Scorpions, you can't only mention one song. You have to mention it's at least three, and this is a good line. Love, peace, and rock and roll brought us around the world. That's great.
But you have to make up your mind, Rudolf, when you have to make a decision for just one.
For one. I can't. Then I have to make one.
Take the easy way out.
Then I have to make Still Loving You and Rock You Like a Hurricane.
No, just one. Just one.
No. I have to stay for two sides. I can't stay one because the ballad side, my heart, and the kick-ass, it's two different things. So that you can't.
Big City Nights, the Zoo, Bad Boys Running Wild.
No.
There's so
Rock You Like
songs.
a Hurricane.
You know, the thing is,
you.
they're all our babies, you know, and it's always a tough question to put it down to one because we play those songs all over the world again and again and again. And it seems like our fans enjoy them so much. So, like, yeah, it's a hard call to put it down to one song because, yeah, Rock You Like a Hurricane rocks really hard and it's such a big rock classic, and Still Loving You is such a beautiful song. After all these years, I think as a band we can be very lucky that we created over the years and over the decades so many big classics that still reach also a young audience as well, you know. It's fantastic.
Cool. And you, Matthias, just one,
Since it hasn't been mentioned, I would say No One Like You.
Cool.
Yes.
Ok, thank you very much. Gracias por estar aquí en Rock FM. Por último, y para cerrar esta entrevista, quería que le dedicarais unas palabras a esos niños o esas niñas que con 13, 14, 15 años son fans de Scorpions, empiezan a coger una guitarra por primera vez, empiezan a cantar por primera vez, para que sigan creyendo en el rock and roll y para que sean ese futuro que necesitamos dentro de esta música que tanto amamos.
I mean, I think especially in these days of lockdowns and the days of the pandemic, a lot of people had to stay home and were looking forward to like do something meaningful. And a lot of people started playing guitar, even though they had maybe done this years ago and then stopped and put the guitar in the corner or under the bed. But they all or many people picked them out again. And a lot of people went to guitar stores and bought instruments just to play and make music. And that's a very good thing because music is, you know, is almost like a therapy. You know, you are eased with your mind, and in especially hard days and hard times, to make music really helps to feel good.
Yeah, Klaus.
Yeah, well, all I can say is if you feel this talent to be a guitar player, to be a drummer, a singer, bass player, or a great lead guitarist, you just have to follow your heart and your feeling and not have anybody putting you down saying, you're not good enough. You have to figure out for yourself, believe in yourself and find your own way. And that's what we did. Even when people laughing at you, you never become a big band, you know. You have to believe in yourself and your talent, and you have to follow also your instinct to find the right people when it comes to being a band. You know, you want to have a good time, you want to enjoy life, you want to enjoy music, and this is what you do. What it comes to is just follow your heart and believe in yourself.
I love your Peppermint Park studio, name of a studio, Klaus.
Thank you.
And Rudolf.
Yeah, this is where we recorded our new album, Rock Believer, you know,
Yeah.
just in this place,
Cool.
you know, so it became home for many, many months. And like we said, we can't wait to share this new album with our fans out there. And we hope we have a chance to come back to Spain in the new year.
Yeah, Klaus hasn't found the door yet. He's still
Yeah,
there.
I want to say the same thing. Yeah. He's still living there.
Yeah,
He's still stuck.
I'm nailed to this seat, you know. It's like, get me out.
Rudolf, please, your opinion about the.
Very easy.
Jump.
Find when you play, believe in yourself and find the right chemistry of people who you enjoy making music.
Scorpions, gracias por estar en Rock FM, un lujo de verdad teneros aquí. Os esperamos con los brazos abiertos para el próximo mes de junio en ese Rock Imperium de Cartagena, donde seréis cabeza de cartel junto con grandes bandas como Whitesnake, como Europe y otras tantas bandas que nos encontraremos allí en esa gran fiesta del rock. Gracias por estar en vuestra casa Rock FM.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Also,
Bye.
thank you for a great translation. And we see you in España. Thank you so much.
Vielen Dank. Cheers.
Adios.
Adios. Adios.
Bye.
Adios.
Bye.
Excelente.
Bye.